Hey everybody, and welcome to Bonsai by Alan. We seem to have some light private planes flying over. There's two of them that I can see right together. Well, not that together. I guess they'd crash, wouldn't they? So today I'm going to put this parrot's beak into a bonsai pot. And the first order of business is to remove some of this long leggy growth. And parrot's beak, if left unchecked, will grow with very long leggy growth. And this guy's too low. And actually, even though it's in a rectangular pot, and this is actually a pot that you buy strawberries in, this is not the front. This is going to be the front right here. Much nicer front. And this branch here, this is probably going to be the first main branch, even though it's on the inside of a curve. And for now, we'll deal with that. But I like the motion. I like the motion. And this is going to be a nice branch coming out this way. And then just work on the top. And normally when I repot, or this is the first time potting it up, I choose a number of different pots. And my pots are in a different place, so I just sort of eyeball them. Will this work? Does this look good? And so I brought some larger pots out, which now I think are actually too big. So like this guy here, let's bring the camera down a little. So I think that guy is just too big for this guy. And then I bought this one too, which also, it would probably work, but I think it's just a little too big. And then I also brought this one out, which probably would work, but it's a little too small. So it's kind of like Mama Bear, Baby Bear, and Papa Bear. And I think this size is good, but this light blue is like, woo, okay. Maybe a little more subdued color. So this is the one that I've ended up choosing. And I think that will work quite nicely. So this is a brand new pot. I'm going to take the sticker off. And it's just a mass-produced oriental pot. But I think it's going to work really nicely. So, still have some removal of growth to get it more in line. I'm going to chop this guy away. Right here. And I think I'm going to chop it to there. This branch here is pretty heavy, so I'm going to chop it to there. And then we've got some taper on that branch. And then this this branch here is, you have to take away some of the foliage to see what we're up against. Actually, I think I'm going to take him off completely. He's just an eye poker, and I just don't like him. Okay, I'm really thinking this could be another branch, this little tiny piece, but believe me, Melina grow really quickly. I'm going to clean this part up. And then there's some more brand new growth, which I really don't want right into there. Okay. Well, I guess it wanted to get out of the pot more than I thought. Okay, so there we go. Still have this stuff here is just bothering me. Okay. And it has an interesting nabari. Not perfect, but interesting. And it has a little bit of moss, but moss is no consequence. It'll grow back. So that's a pretty nice line on this tree. Get this guy to grow out into here, get this guy to grow out into here. This guy here, at the crooks of this branch, he may just go. He may just go completely. Don't think it's necessary for the design. So the next thing to do is prepare the pot, get it into put drainage mesh into the hole and go get some bonsai soil, and then we're going to take off a lot of the excess foliage. Got really nice roots. One thing about Parrot's Beak is they are very aggressive growers. And so in step 2 we're going to put it into the pot. So I've got my root hook. I'm just going to loosen up the roots. There's some funky roots. There's one right here that's kind of moving kind of weird, so we're just going to take him out of there. And a little bit of oxalis, which is like, oh god, this stuff is everywhere. And then we're just going to, to get him into the pot, probably going to need to cut some stuff. So I've got my scissors, and we're just going to cut the roots to get him into the pot. Parrots Beak root really easily, and I usually find a correlation between trees that root really easily and ones that can take pretty heavy root pruning. So let's make sure we have the front as the front, which is like right there, which means I'm probably going to need to take a little bit more off of here. Get rid of most of that landscape soil. So there's the front. And I've prepared the pot, and this is just window screen. And that works for me, especially on small plots. When you get to bigger material, you want to change that up. He needs a little bit more at the bottom. Actually, a little more of this guy too. There, okay. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Maybe spin him a little bit more like that. Why am I whispering? I feel like I'm whispering. And then we're just going to start filling him with bonsai soil. Bonsai soil is so much different than landscape mix. Landscape mix is all peat and organic matter. Bonsai soil is very rocky. Bonsai soil drains much better and will drain much better for a longer period of time. Now I usually don't make much of a mound on my newly potted trees because heavy rain or watering is just going to wash that excess soil away anyway. So let the tree make a mound all by itself as it begins to root out. So yeah, that looks pretty good. And then a little bit of fertilizer and water it in. And we are done with this video. So thanks for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to get the notifications for when I continue on this tree's journey. And I'm thinking of changing my name from Bonsai by Alan to Woodcrest Bonsai, because there's another Alan that does bonsai. Who would know in a world of 8 billion people that there's another Alan that does bonsai, and he's been around for so long and he's so popular that when you search for me, you get him. And so I have nothing against that guy, but I need to be a little more distinctive so that when you search for me, you get me. So Woodcrest was the neighborhood where I grew up as a kid. So very seriously considering changing the name of this channel to Woodcrest Bonsai. But for now, we're going to finish with this guy, give him some fertilizer and water him in. So thanks so much for watching. subscribe and like and leave a comment if you'd like. And I will see you in the next video.